Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Today I want to speak to you about something that touches every aspect of your life. Something that holds the power to change your reality, to shape your destiny, and to create the life you truly deserve. That something is your mindset. We often look outside ourselves for the answers, hoping circumstances will improve, that people will support us, or that luck will finally turn in our favor. But the truth, the undeniable truth is this: everything starts within. Your mind is the battlefield, the playground, and the workshop where your life is created and rebuilt every single day. Your mind can be your greatest ally, your most loyal companion, or your harshest critic. It can lift you up when you are down, or break you when you are fragile. It can whisper doubts that hold you back, or shout encouragements that push you forward. The question is, which voice will you choose to listen to? Mental strength is not reserved for a chosen few. It is not a trait you are born with or without. It is a skill, a muscle, and a discipline that anyone can develop. It's the ability to rise after every fall, to stand firm when the storm rages, and to keep moving forward when your heart wants to quit. Imagine the power you have when you finally take control of your mind, when you stop allowing fear, doubt, and negativity to run the show. When you learn to silence the noise of criticism, both from others and from within yourself. When you realize that your thoughts don't define you, but you define your thoughts. This journey toward mental strength is not easy. It will challenge you, it will demand your patience and resilience. You will face moments of frustration, moments of despair, and moments when you question if it's worth it. But let me tell you something, that struggle is the very thing that forges your strength. Every champion, every leader, every person who has ever achieved something extraordinary has faced these battles within their own mind. They have had days of doubt, fears that kept them awake, and failures that threatened to break their spirit. What set them apart was their refusal to give in, their commitment to mastering their inner world. Today I invite you to begin that journey, to learn how to master your mindset and transform your life from the inside out. This is more than motivation, this is a call to action. Because when you master your mind, you master your life. When you master your mind, no obstacle is too great, no setback too severe, and no dream too big. So listen closely, open your heart, and prepare to change the way you think. Because mental strength isn't just about surviving the storm, it's about learning to dance in the rain. Welcome to the first step of your transformation. Master your mindset. Everything starts within. If you want to become mentally strong, understand this first. Your mind is your greatest weapon or your worst enemy. The battles of life aren't always fought in the world around you. Most of them are fought in the silence of your own mind. Your mindset is the foundation. It's where everything begins. Before you change your circumstances, your habits, your relationships, or your direction, you must change the way you think. A weak mindset will convince you that you're not good enough. It will whisper lies that you should give up, that the obstacles are too big, that your dreams are too far. But a strong mindset, it will remind you that even when the world doubts you, you can still bet on yourself. And here's the truth. You are not your thoughts. You are the thinker. That means you have the power to direct your mind, to choose your beliefs, and to shift your perspective. You don't have to accept every negative thought that pops into your head. Just because it shows up doesn't mean it's true. Just because you feel fear doesn't mean you are weak. Mentally strong people are not superhuman. They get tired. They get discouraged. They even fall apart sometimes. But what makes them different is that they don't let those emotions define them. They know that strength isn't about never feeling weak. It's about continuing forward even when you do. You must begin to speak power into your life. The words you say to yourself in private matter more than the praise or criticism you get from anyone else. Start saying things like, I can handle this. This challenge will make me better. I may not have all the answers, but I have the strength to find them. A mentally strong person doesn't focus on what they can't control. They focus on what they can. Your attitude, your effort, your response. These are always in your hands. Life will come at you hard sometimes. You'll be blindsided by loss, betrayal, rejection, or failure. But those are the moments when your mindset is tested, and those are also the moments when it's strengthened. Growth doesn't happen in comfort. It happens in the storm, in the pressure, in the fire. So choose today to take responsibility for your mind. No more letting doubt dictate your actions. No more giving fear the driver's seat. No more waiting for the perfect moment to start thinking like a winner. Because if you master your mindset, you master your life. And the person who controls their mind, that's the person no one can break. Embrace challenges, grow through what you go through. Becoming mentally strong doesn't mean you never face problems or hardships. In fact, the opposite is true. It means you welcome challenges because you know they are the building blocks of strength. Every single person who has achieved greatness, every person you admire for their toughness and resilience has one thing in common. They faced adversity head on. They didn't run away or avoid difficulty. They looked it straight in the eye and said, I will grow through this, not because of this, but because of this. Challenges are not roadblocks, they are stepping stones. They are not punishments, they are opportunities. They are the tests that prove how badly you want to succeed. Think about it. Diamonds are created under intense pressure. Steel is forged in the hottest fires. Your mind, your spirit, your inner strengths are no different. The harder the situation, the more your mental muscles develop. But here's the catch. Embracing challenges means you stop waiting for life to be easy. You stop hoping everything will go your way. You stop wishing for a smooth ride. Instead, you decide that you will face the bumps, the falls, the failures, and keep moving forward. When you encounter failure, don't see it as a dead end, see it as feedback, see it as a lesson, see it as a guide that's helping you get better, sharper, stronger. Ask yourself, what can I learn here? How can this make me stronger? Remember, mental strength is not about avoiding pain or discomfort. It's about enduring it and learning from it. It's about turning pain into power, setbacks into comebacks, and wounds into wisdom. Here's what mentally strong people do differently. They don't shy away from hard conversations or difficult decisions. They don't let fear of failure stop them from trying. They understand that growth is often uncomfortable, but necessary. You might feel fear or doubt when a challenge arises. That's normal. But the key is to take action anyway. Think about the last time you succeeded at something hard. Didn't you feel stronger afterward? Didn't you feel proud of yourself? That feeling is what mental strength is built on. The confidence gained from proving to yourself that you can handle whatever comes your way. So today, commit to stepping into your challenges instead of stepping back. When you feel overwhelmed, remind yourself that this is the training ground for your mind and character. The greater the challenge, the greater the growth. And if you fall, get back up. Because resilience isn't about never falling, it's about rising every time you do. Your mind will want to give up sometimes. Your emotions will tell you it's too hard. But the stronger you get mentally, the louder your determination becomes. So embrace your challenges. Use them to fuel your fire. Grow through what you go through. Because that's the path to true mental strength. Practice self-discipline. Master your mind, master your life. Mental strength is deeply connected to self-discipline. In fact, self-discipline is like the muscle that trains your mind to stay strong, focused, and determined no matter what life throws at you. Think about it. Every day you make hundreds of choices. Some are small, like deciding what to eat or when to wake up. Others are bigger. How you respond to stress, how you handle setbacks, or whether you keep pushing towards your goals when things get tough. Self-discipline means making the right choices, especially when you don't feel like it. It means staying committed to your goals even when motivation fades or distractions tempt you. It means having the power to say no to short-term pleasure or comfort so you can say yes to long-term success and peace of mind. The truth is, mental strength doesn't come from luck or talent alone. It comes from consistent effort, repeated day after day, even when it's hard. And that effort is fueled by discipline. When you practice self-discipline, you train your mind to resist impulses that weaken you. You stop letting emotions like fear, doubt, or laziness control your actions. Instead, you take charge of your habits and your choices. For example, waking up early to work on your goals, even when you'd rather stay in bed. Choosing to focus on solutions instead of complaining about problems. Committing to learning and growth even when progress feels slow. These are all acts of self-discipline, and each one strengthens your mental resilience because you're proving to yourself that you can overcome your inner resistance. Self-discipline also means setting boundaries, protecting your time, energy, and mind from things that drain you or distract you. It means saying no to toxic people, unproductive habits, or anything that pulls you away from your purpose. But self-discipline is not about being harsh or unforgiving with yourself. It's about respect. Respect for your dreams, your health, your potential. It's about showing up every day with intention, ready to work for what you want. The more you practice discipline, the easier it becomes. Like a muscle, your willpower grows stronger with use. Over time, you won't have to rely on motivation alone because discipline will carry you through the tough days. Remember, discipline is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. It's what turns ideas into actions and actions into results. So, start small if you have to. Build routines that support your growth. Hold yourself accountable. Celebrate your wins, no matter how tiny, because every step forward is progress. In the end, self-discipline is freedom. Freedom from chaos, confusion, and self-doubt. It's the power to control your mind instead of letting your mind control you. If you want to become mentally strong, commit today to mastering self-discipline. Because when you master your mind, you truly master your life. Embrace failure as a learning opportunity. Turn setbacks into strength. One of the biggest differences between mentally strong people and those who struggle is how they handle failure. Mentally strong individuals don't fear failure, they embrace it. They understand that failure isn't the end of the road, but a vital part of the journey toward growth and success. Failure is often seen as something negative, something to avoid at all costs. But the truth is, failure is one of the greatest teachers you will ever have. Each failure carries a lesson, a clue about what didn't work, what needs to change, and how you can improve. And when you start seeing failure this way, your mindset shifts completely. Instead of feeling defeated or discouraged, you become curious. You ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I do better next time? This curiosity is the key to mental toughness because it turns setbacks into opportunities. Imagine the most successful people you know. Chances are they have failed many times, often in spectacular ways. But what made them successful wasn't luck. It was their resilience and their ability to learn from failure. Embracing failure means refusing to be defined by your mistakes. It means letting go of perfectionism and the fear of looking less than. It means recognizing that every misstep is just a stepping stone on the path to greatness. Another important aspect of embracing failure is taking responsibility. Mentally strong people don't blame others or external circumstances when things go wrong. They own their failures, analyze them honestly, and use that knowledge to improve themselves. This kind of accountability builds inner strength. It shows that you have control over your own growth and future. When you stop blaming and start learning, you empower yourself to rise above challenges rather than be crushed by them. Failure also builds emotional resilience. When you face disappointment and push through it, you become less afraid of future setbacks. You realize that pain and discomfort are temporary and they don't define your worth or potential. So, how can you start embracing failure right now? First, change your self-talk. When something doesn't go as planned, don't call yourself a failure. Instead, say, this is a chance to learn. Remind yourself that growth comes from effort, mistakes, and persistence. Second, analyze your failures without judgment. Ask yourself what went wrong, what you can control, and what you will do differently next time. Write down your insights. Turning failure into actionable lessons. First, surround yourself with people who support your growth. Find mentors, friends, or communities that see failure as part of progress and encourage you to keep going. Lastly, celebrate your courage to try. Every time you face failure and get back up, you become stronger. This courage is the foundation of mental strength. Remember, failure is not your enemy. It's your greatest ally in building mental toughness. The more you embrace it, the more you grow. The more you grow, the stronger you become. So don't run from failure, face it, learn from it, use it as fuel to become the mentally strong person you were always meant to be. Practice self-compassion, be your own best ally. The final and perhaps most crucial tip to becoming mentally strong is to practice self-compassion. Being mentally strong doesn't mean being harsh or unyielding with yourself. In fact, the strongest people are often those who treat themselves with kindness, understanding, and patience. Self-compassion is about being your own best ally, especially when things get tough. It means that instead of beating yourself up over mistakes, failures, or setbacks, you acknowledge that you're human, imperfect, learning and growing just like everyone else. Why is self-compassion so important for mental strength? Because without it, you can easily fall into patterns of negative self-talk, doubt, and self-criticism that drain your energy and damage your confidence. When you're constantly judging yourself harshly, it's almost impossible to bounce back quickly or stay motivated through challenges. Mentally strong people understand this, so they cultivate a habit of treating themselves with the same kindness they would offer a good friend. They practice patience when things don't go as planned, and they give themselves grace during difficult times. One way to practice self-compassion is by paying attention to your inner dialogue. Notice when your thoughts become overly critical or self-defeating and gently challenge them. Replace harsh judgments with encouraging, supportive words. For example, if you catch yourself thinking, "I'm a failure," pause and reframe it to, "I'm learning and growing, and this is just a step on my journey." Another powerful way to build self-compassion is to practice mindfulness. Being mindful means staying present and fully experiencing your emotions without judgment. Instead of pushing away feelings of frustration, sadness, or anxiety, allow yourself to feel them. Recognize that they are temporary and respond with kindness rather than criticism. Also, remember to celebrate your efforts and small wins. Mental strength grows not just from overcoming big challenges, but from acknowledging every positive step forward, no matter how small. Recognizing your progress builds confidence and motivation. Self-compassion also means taking care of your physical and emotional needs. When you're tired, rest. When you're overwhelmed, ask for help or take a break. Pushing yourself too hard without self-care can lead to burnout and weaken your mental resilience. Building self-compassion is a daily practice. It takes time and patience, especially if you're used to being hard on yourself. But the more you do it, the more natural it becomes. Over time, you'll notice a shift. You'll be kinder to yourself, more resilient in the face of adversity, and better equipped to handle life's ups and downs. So remember, mental strength is not about being perfect or never struggling. It's about having the courage to keep going and the kindness to support yourself through every step of the journey. Be your own champion. Treat yourself with compassion. That is the foundation of true, lasting mental strength. As we come to the close of this journey together, remember this: mastering your mindset is not a destination, it's a lifelong commitment. It's a continuous choice to show up for yourself every single day, to nurture your mental strength, and to embrace the challenges that life throws your way. You've learned that everything starts within. Your mind is the source of your power and your peace, your greatest ally or your fiercest opponent. The voice inside your head can either break you or build you. The question is, which voice will you choose to listen to? Will you listen to doubt and fear, or will you choose courage and belief? The truth is, mental strength isn't something you're simply born with. It's something you cultivate through self-discipline, through resilience, and through a deep commitment to growth. It means waking up every day and deciding, despite the odds, that you will keep going. It means seeing failure not as the end, but as the stepping stones that guide you forward. Failure is not your enemy, it is your greatest teacher. You've also learned the importance of embracing challenges, not avoiding them. These challenges are the fires that forge your character. Like diamonds created under pressure, your mental strength shines brightest when tested by adversity. So instead of running away from difficulty, run toward it. Grow through what you go through. The discomfort you feel today is the strength you will rely on tomorrow. Self-discipline is your anchor. It's the muscle that trains your mind to stay focused and determined when motivation fades. It's the quiet power that fuels your journey, turning small, consistent actions into monumental achievements. Every choice you make, even the ones nobody sees, builds the foundation of your success. But perhaps most importantly, be kind to yourself. Practice self-compassion. Understand that mental strength doesn't mean never feeling weak or vulnerable. It means being your own best ally when those moments come. Speak to yourself with kindness, patience, and encouragement. Give yourself grace on the hard days and celebrate the small victories. As you move forward from here, remember, you are more powerful than you think. You have within you the strength to overcome fear, the resilience to rise after every fall, and the discipline to keep moving forward no matter what. You have the ability to master your mind. And when you do, you truly master your life. So today make a choice. Choose to take control of your thoughts. Choose to embrace challenges. Choose to practice discipline and self-compassion. Choose to become the mentally strong person you were always meant to be. Because the person who controls their mind is unstoppable. The person who masters their mindset creates their destiny. And the person who refuses to quit changes not just their life, but the world around them. Thank you for being here. Thank you for investing in yourself. And thank you for taking that first step toward your transformation. Now go out there, face your challenges, believe in your power, and watch your life change in ways you